Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and welcome to issue 127 of building the Ecto-1. This is the final part of the gurney, which we've been building over the last few issues. Now, you may remember that I had trouble with this wheel, which should be that wheel, because the part supplied here was incorrect and wouldn't let it fold properly in the correct position. I was hoping that they then swapped that for this, and this part was going to be the one for that one. It isn't. This part is exactly the same as the part I've got there. The problem is not this bar. This bar is the same. This is the same on both sides. It's this bar that has this piece on the tip here, basically coming off of the wrong side, that way. So as the screw goes through here, this is on the right. I need it to be on the left for it to engage properly with the back of this piece. It needs to engage from there or there. I can't remember now exactly what's. No, it's not from. It's from that bit. It needs to be on this side of it. So yeah, I'm going to try, and I don't think I even need to cut away the extra bit. Yes, I do need to cut away the extra bit because it's got, instead of going on that side like that one does, it needs to go on that side. But to do that, it needs to be flipped over and still needs to fold backwards, no, forwards. So it needs to go like that, as that is there, because that's that way round. The opposite of that one. That one's got the bar bit on the inside, which is where that one needs to be. So that needs to go on there. So I need to get rid of some of this material from this side here and maybe build up some on the other side. I'm not entirely certain about that, but I will cut away as much as I dare, or actually I'll file away as much as I dare on that side and hope that that will enable that to go in there and go straight. I won't film doing that, and I'll do that before I start on the rest of the build, because I want to know that it's going to work. But basically the rest of it is exactly the same as it always has been. I've got the wheel to go in there with a couple of screws. We've got to make up 2 more of those and then attach those to it. So let me see if I can get this done. I'll put the screw through there and see how it works, and we'll go from there. Okay, that was somewhat more challenging than I was expecting. These are metal, and they're quite a solid metal as well. Filing by hand didn't work, so I pulled out the Dremel and sanded down both sides a bit, and it seems to be working. That's now the correct orientation, the opposite to that one. That's going to go under there, and then that's on the outside where the wheel's going to connect up, and it goes basically as straight as that one does. So I'm hoping that that's going to be okay. So I shall put that to one side briefly while we do the first piece, the first step in this picture, which is putting the wheel in. So I need 2 of the FM screws to go through here. This is the one where it's loose in the wheel and the screw thread is actually in the metal piece here. So I need to make sure the screw goes in here okay, like so, and then tighten it all the way with the wheel in the middle. Not too bad, I don't think. Some of these threads are not cut at all or at all well, so it takes a little bit of effort to get them in there. So once that's in there, that will go into there, and these will both tighten down. The wheel in the middle. If I can get the wheel into the middle. It's about there, I think. Goes in there, yep, and then the other one tightens up on the other side. That in there and tightening down. No, that's going to take a bit of effort to get that tightened down. So I'll go do that in a moment. I'm going to need an 8M screw. There's lots of different screws in this pack. Lots of variety. So an 8M screw will hold that onto the top there, like that, from this side. So again, that goes through there, into there, and back out the other side. Make sure that is the right way round, which it is. Okay, I have already done the what's that, ABM through the middle joint. And everything looks to be pretty good. So that is then going to attach onto there with a couple of these brackets. And what are we using on that? FM screws for that. Yep, both of them. Let's find the FM screws. There you go. 2 of those. 1 spare, so that's probably the end of that packet. So one of these is going to go down there, like that. Get that through there. Oh, not even in, let alone having to tighten that. Right, let me get that done. And the same on the other side with the bottom of that. And we'll see if this actually folds and works as intended. Right, that's that attached. Those are nice and secure, and I'm fairly happy with that. That seems to be about the same. It's, yeah, it's not secure yet because there's another piece to fit. We've got this to fit onto there. Oh, excuse me. We need an AP screw to go through the bottom part of this. The big part of this is going through there, like that. And that is holding the other end of this together. Yep, and that's a slightly stiffer hinge, which is generally a good thing. So that in there. Oh no, it's freed up a bit now. It's not that stiff anyway. And then this needs to go onto the other side. It goes on, if that's on that way, it goes on that side. And the screw will hold that together. That's got to go through that hole and then into this little clippy bit. And that little clippy bit is what clips onto the bar there. I don't know what side I'm doing this one. So that is tightened onto there. Like so. I've got 4 of these YP screws to hold that in place onto there, with the screw on the inside. No, screw's got to go on the outside of that because that's got to be that way because that's got to hook onto there. So that needs to go onto there. If I can get that turned around again. Onto there with 4 of these screws. Get them all in and then tighten them all up. But you never know what's going to not line up properly when the last one needs to go in place. Should all work fine, but it might not. So always test to make sure. So that's that. All of those are in place properly, so then I can tighten them all up. Nice. And then that will clip onto there, like that, just like that one did on there. Like that. And then that will give us the act of sort of being a piston. That's not that tight. I'm going to see if I can tighten up a couple of the screws on that to make that better. But there we have our gurney with our 4 wheels, which when it is pushed into the, into the back, will fold up and use those 2 wheels to wheel it in. And then when it comes out, they will come down, lock in place, and be able to be made like that. Nice. So next up, I've got to make 2 more of these bits and then attach them onto there as well. So let's get the parts together to make up the 2 of those and then see how it's going to go together. Okay, I've made up another one, so 1 more to go. So this is going to go exactly the same as the others. That way round, 2 of these to hold that in place. Nice and easy. So there you have it. That is all of those made up. Then we need loads of these GP screws to attach them all onto the gurney itself. So they obviously go that way round. I say obviously. Let me double check the manual just to make sure, because my obvious might be someone else's. Don't be an idiot. But no, that is correct. I don't know if, let's check if any of these are different. One of them might be different being right at the end. It might not. No, they all appear to have the same curvature and everything to them. So that's going to go on there just like that. We've got 4 screws, 2 on each side to hold that in place. So 2 there and 2 on the other side. There's pins as well. There's 1 pin on the left side, rather, should we say. 3 sockets there, so there's 1 extra pin through there to hold it in place. So make sure you get it the right way around. So I couldn't, even if I wanted to, even if I tried. So that is that. Let me get the other 3 in place and then we'll see how it looks. I did try tightening this up. That's as tight as it goes. But when it's obviously put away or even in use, it's going to be fine. So I'm happy enough with that. So let me get the gurney together, get the last bits on, and then we'll see how it looks. Okay, so they're all attached, all assembled, all fine. So that 1 wheel's a little bit loose, but considering the trouble I had trying to get it to even attach, I'm more than happy with it. That's fine for me. And it stands up, even if you want to have it displayed standing up, or if you want to have it in situ, which is probably where it's going to live. The packs themselves, I don't know how they attach on there as yet. I think that's probably going to go on there like that, and that's going to be in between there because that's the right size. It seems to be laying down a lot more than I would expect, and I don't know exactly where the wand is going to go, but we'll worry about that down the line. I think someone did say in one of the comments that there's a way of attaching the ghost trap to one of them as well. I haven't seen it in any of the magazines yet. It's probably when they tell us to put that into the car itself that happens. So for now, I shall put that all away and continue on. Now, I am still missing some parts, some issues. So the car itself isn't finished yet. Now, the next issue for this is starting the light bar for the top. I think I can build it, but obviously I can't fit it. So I'm going to try building it and see if I can get away with still making some videos for this until the couple of missing packs turn up, and then I can finish off the roof and get it all assembled. But for now, that's this one done. So I shall see you for more, hopefully, very, very soon. If it's a long while, then it didn't work, and you'll have to wait until I filled in the gaps anyway. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.